The term magic comes from an Old Persian word, magu. Little is known about its original meaning, other than that it had a ceremonial religious significance. Despite this uncertain origin, however, the term was eventually adopted into ancient Greek, where it came to refer to dangerous rites in particular. Ever since, magic has been linked with the supernatural, secret knowledge, and the occult. Throughout history, books of magic have attempted to record and bring to light the supposed power of this knowledge. These textbooks are thought by some to contain the secrets needed to create magical objects, summon unnatural entities, and to cast powerful spells. Copiale Cipher. Written in the 1730s, the secrets of the Copiale Cipher remained a mystery until its code was finally cracked after 250 years. The cipher was encrypted by a complex substitution code, using symbols and Greek and Roman letters both for the text and spaces. It had 75,000 characters across 105 pages. For centuries, the only legible plain text were Copiales 3 at the end and Philip 1866 on a cover. The Copiale Cipher was discovered in a German library around 1970 and was decrypted in 2011 by an international team of researchers from the University of California Information Sciences Institute, the USC Viterby School of Engineering, and the Swedish Uppsala University. The text was revealed to be in German, detailing an initiation ritual involving a master with a Nazar amulet and surgical tools. It's believed that the cipher is a record of Masonic secrets and rites from the High Enlightened, Hocherleuchtete Occultist Order, an underground group of Freemasons. The manuscript describes a ritual that would allow the practitioner to see the magical underpinnings of the world. Quote, "The master wears an amulet with a blue eye in the center. Before him, a candidate kneels in the candlelit room, surrounded by microscopes and surgical implements. The master places a piece of paper in front of the candidate and orders him to put on a pair of eyeglasses. 'Read,' says the master. It is an impossible task. The page is blank. Told not to panic, there is hope for his vision to improve. The master wipes the candidate's eyes with a cloth and orders the surgery to commence. The members on the sidelines raise their candles high, and the master begins to pluck at the eyebrows of the candidate. Try reading again. The first page is replaced with another during the procedure, filled with text. Congratulations, my brother. Now you can see." Even when translated into plain language, however, the Copiale Cipher leaves readers with many mysteries. Hidden and double meanings are littered throughout the text, obscuring the truth of some rituals from those not familiar with magic and Freemasonry. The Black Pullet. La Poule aux œufs d'or translates to the hen that lays golden eggs. Yet it's been translated in English as the Black Pullet. The book was reportedly created by an anonymous French officer during Napoleon's Egyptian expedition and tells the story of the officer's encounter with a Turkish mage after being the sole survivor of a desert battle. The text is believed to date back to the 18th century. The officer recounts walking in a secret chamber of the pyramids where he learned the, quote, "science of magical talismans and rings" from an aged Turk after surviving an attack from Bedouin Arab soldiers. The grimoire explores necromancy, magic involving the dead, and Kabbalah, the mysticism of Jewish origin. The narrative makes the claim that the magical research had been saved from the Great Fire that destroyed the Library of Alexandria. Along with the art of necromancy and the Kabbalah, the book provides instructions for creating 22 talismans and rings, which are to be made in silk and bronze steel respectively, and are thought to provide magical powers. The book also describes how to summon the Black Pullet, a hen that lays golden eggs, and which will lead whoever can produce it to infinite wealth. La Poule aux œufs d'or has been linked to the grimoire The Red Dragon. Other spells include instructions for summoning the devil for the purpose of making a deal. It's also been linked to the Black Screech Owl text, which is sometimes considered to be an alternate print of La Poule aux œufs d'or with slight modifications. The original text was supposedly first printed in 1740, but some researchers of magic believe its secrets date back to at least the 1500s. Cipher Manuscripts. The mysterious Cipher Manuscripts were written on paper watermarked 1809, but their actual origin is uncertain. They contain 60 folios detailing magical rituals linked to the classical elements fire, water, air, and earth. The text, written in English, was hidden by an easily decipherable substitution cryptogram. The folios also feature drawings of tarot cards and magical tools. The ciphers reportedly outline increasingly difficult rituals instructing the reader in magic rooted in the writings of Hermes Trismegistus and Kabbalah mysticism, using astrology, the tarot, earth divination, and alchemy. Imagery in the manuscript seems to be connected to the Rosetta Stone, despite the stone not having been translated until 1822. This has led some to believe that the document is newer than previously thought. While the cotton paper drawn on with black ink is dated 1809, this date has been contested. It's claimed that the folios were decoded in 1887 by William Westcott using the Trithemius code that dates back to 1508. Westcott was a Freemason who used the cipher's magic initiation rituals to form the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The organization is considered a foundation of modern paranormal study and occult practices such as Wicca. Multiple theories have been put forth as to how the Cipher manuscripts came to be in the hands of the public. One of them holds that the writings may have been produced by the alleged finders of the text. They could have also served as the founders of the Rosicrucian adepts who followed the teachings of the manuscripts. The Sworn Book of Honorius. One of the oldest compendiums of ritual black magic, the Liber Juratis Honorii, or Sworn Book of Honorius, may date from before the 13th century. The word sworn is meant to refer to the oath-bound nature of those involved in its use. The medieval grimoire is believed to be one of the most far-reaching and influential ever written. It's believed to be a product of a conference of magicians who saved magic from being purged by the Catholic Church. Inside, it alleges that magicians met to record their collected knowledge, which expands over several topics, including a magical path to salvation and several magical activities. The Church was thought to have been corrupted by the devil, who wanted to destroy the powers that protected humanity. The Sworn Book is said to be the work of a mysterious figure named Honorius, quote, the son of Euclid, master of the Thebans, and may be linked to Pope Honorius III, who supposedly claimed to summon demons based on the teachings of King Solomon. Inside, the book claims to have a divine origin rooted in Catholicism rather than the occult. It states, quote, the effect of this art, of which chapters he made a book, which we do call the Sacred or Sworn Book for this cause, for in it is contained the 100 sacred names of God, and therefore it is called sacred. The text is divided into 3 parts. The first details its interpretation of divinity and sin. The second concerns itself at first with matters of heaven and the angels, moving on to magic over grand matters or questions such as death and the planetary alignment. The third book mixes some of the topics of the second with more mundane interests such as power, military might, and wealth. Honorius of Thebes is also connected to a secret book called the Red Dragon that's locked away in the Vatican archives. The book was allegedly discovered in the Jerusalem tomb of Solomon in 1750 and is apparently inscribed with the date 1522. Also known as the Grand Grimoire, it's believed that the work describes the black magic needed to summon Satan, and conspiracy theorists believe it also contains records and locations of many magical relics mentioned in the Bible. Because the only true copy is believed to be hidden in the Vatican, some believe its power grants the Pope his authority. The Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum. The Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum, or Hierarchy of Demons, was written in the 16th century by physician Johann Weyer, and was part of his research to unlock the secrets of real witches to defend those falsely accused of witchcraft. It was published in 1583, and it catalogues 69 hell-bound demons, along with their powers and the rituals needed to conjure them. The book was translated into English by Reginald Scott just 1 year after its publication, and was included in Scott's book, The Discovery of Witchcraft. Analysis of the text and its sources revealed that Weyer deliberately omitted details and withheld satanic rites, admitting to readers that he feared the power of his work in the wrong hands and wanted to render it unusable. As stated in the preface of the translated version, quote, my intent is not to present before all people blasphemies of the bewitched kind of men who are not ashamed to call themselves magi, their curiosities, deceptions, vanity, tricks, impostures, deliriums, deceiving the mind, and obvious lies, but rather that they may be unwilling, when they can be seen in the bright light of day, to let their minds run wild, hallucinari. In this most infamous age, when the kingdom of Christ is so attacked by the immense and unpunished tyranny of those who openly perform the sacraments of Belial, who will no doubt soon receive their just reward. Descriptions of the demons begin with Baal, which he describes as follows, quote, their first and principal king, which is of the power of the east, is called Baal, who when he is conjured up, appeareth with 3 heads, the first like a toad, the second like a man, the third like a cat. He speaketh with a hoarse voice, he maketh the man go invisible and wise. He hath under his obedience and rule 66 legions of devils.